And welcome to Let's Fly VFR, everybody. Here we are again back at sunny Parafield, and today we're going to have a look at the new ATC system. Now this system is not something I use a great deal. In the real world I am not a private pilot but a light sport pilot, so I don't tend to use any ATC, and in the sim I haven't really bothered much either, for the same reason. I don't really need it to practice it, that is. So let's have a look at what the system is all about. Now it's all nice and new and sparkly. If you're not sure how to get to it, you just use your enter key and up it comes and it's ready to go for you. Now it looks very similar to previous, but there's a couple of things that I've noticed already that seem to be different, at least. So we go into flight plan, and in here now we have this to fill in, so we can search Cessna and click on it, and then we're 172. We've got an SP. We'll just go 172 then. Flight number doesn't matter. YPPF. We might go to YPAD, which is down to Adelaide, so it's only a short flight. And let's go down there at about 2,500 feet would be fine. And we can file that flight plan. Very easy so far. So let's request the altimeter.
172 to Sierra Papa Adelaide Parafield altimeter 2988.
2988. Let's put that away so we can actually get in and do something. So let's have a look here. 29, so it's a little high, isn't it? So try just to move that bit. So there's
29 Sierra line up contact tower on 124.60.
So you haven't done this before and you're not familiar.
124.6.
Here it is, 29.8, and then you want 8 here as well, so that's pretty close. Okay. Now I hope this doesn't get annoying, because that's one of the things I didn't like about it. It was constantly in your face, telling you to do stuff. So let's read back.
Adelaide Parafield altimeter 2988 172 to Sierra Papa.
Okay, that's us replying. What's
172
next?
to Sierra Papa. The gate hold is in effect for a runway change. Stand by.
Okay, we need to hang around. Runway change. Hopefully get something decent. I haven't seen which way the wind's coming from. I didn't have a look. It should be fairly calm. So
172 to Sierra Papa.
Okay, just acknowledging. Now I'm not sure how long we'll have to wait.
172 to Charlie Mike. Contact tower on 124.60.
Okay.
Contact tower on 12 Charlie Mike.
Okay, let's double click on that and away we go. We should be tuned
172
in.
to Charlie Mike. 3 left. Line up and wait. 3 left. Line up and wait.
3
172
left.
to Charlie
Okay, that's
Mike.
the standard runway, so that's good. We have clearance to taxi out, so we can brakes off.
172 to Charlie Mike. Fly heading 020. Runway 3 left. You're clear for takeoff. Fly heading 020. Runway 3 left. 172 to Charlie
The
Mike.
brakes on. My rudder pedals have failed me again.
Sierra, line up. Contact center on 133.50.
Okay, let's taxi out to runway
Contact
3.
center on 133.50. Legacy 1 Sierra Lima.
Runway 3 is out here. Head out here, and we can take off pretty much straight out, but I think they want us to go out at about 200. So let's have a look. 03, oh no, we've got to go all the way down the other end.
172 to Charlie Mike. Contact center on 133.50. Contact center on 133.50. 172 to Charlie Mike.
To Charlie Mike, that's not us. I think it comes up in yellow, or at least it used to, when it's referring to us. So we will just taxi all the way down. I think this way is okay. Go all the way down. This is runway 3. It was 03 left. So I'm heading in the right direction. Yes. we've got to go all the way down the other end, guys. Just a little thing on performance as well. Still struggling a little bit. Performance at the moment is, brought this back a little bit, and I've brought the visual effects and the reflection detail up a little bit, and I'm just getting 20 FPS, so hopefully there'll be some more tuning to come to make that a little bit better. But I will highlight that I am running this in 4K on my system, so look, it's probably asking a little bit too much, but 4K in the NVIDIA DSR, so the dynamic super resolution, which I think is fantastic. Personally, I think it's really good. Taxi down here. This is taking a little while. Hope you guys are all having a great week. It's been nice and quiet for me so far. Try and speed this up a little bit. Thought I'd stay with the Cessna 172, being that if it wants anything else done, like tuning of any of the radios or whatever else that I've got to do, then it's a lot easier. Otherwise it would have jumped in the Robin, because that's certainly my favourite. But the G1000 I still find a little bit, well, I still got to learn how to use it. So what are we going to do? We're going to come down here. We've already got clearance to take off, so we'll hold up at the line there and just confirm that that's the case. We're on the tower frequency. Again, just enter to get it and enter to get rid of it, guys, if you've not used it before. It doesn't look vastly different. The voices are different. Got a helicopter over there taxiing around, flying around. Okay. Get the brakes on. Okay, we'll do takeoff, do a left circuit and depart overhead, heading down to Adelaide International for an approach on, well, wherever they tell us to go, I guess. Now, we'll just come up to the line and see if we get any more instructions at all. And I'm pretty sure we got a clearance to take off.
Cleared IFR to Adelaide International as filed. Maintain 3000 squawk 4702 172 2 Sierra Papa.
Okay, we've got all that.
172
we're ahead
Sierra
of ourselves.
Papa, runway 8 right, taxi via Bravo 103, line up Bravo 2, Bravo Golf, Hotel 5, Hotel 1, hold short of runway 8 right.
Sounds like someone's in the pub there.
172 Sierra Papa, runway 8 right, taxi via Bravo 103, line up Bravo 2, Bravo Golf, Hotel 5, Hotel 1, hold short of runway 8 right. Runway 8 right, taxi via Bravo 103, Lima, Bravo 2, Bravo Golf, Hotel 5, Hotel 1, hold short of runway 8 right, 172 Sierra Papa.
Okay, it looks like we're good. Ground's done. I would have thought we should be on tower so that we can take off and get out of here. I'm going to go a little bit close to the line. Sometimes there might be a trigger or something there telling us what to do, guys. We've got the yellow line here, so we've got our taxi guidance. Seems we don't need anything else just yet. So we'll taxi out here and line up and wait. It's all looking good. Taxi around. Okay, hope we don't get a line in the air as well. Could do without that. Come on, brakes. There we go. Let's check. Anything else to do? Tower.
Vision.
Oh, I thought we would have got a tower frequency by now. Doesn't want to give us one. All right. Let's check everything else is right. That's all right. That's okay. Switches on. We should have done a run up, but we haven't for today. We'll just save a little bit of time. Let's put that away and let's get ourselves underway then. Get ourselves up here. So I can't see anything amazingly different as yet. I don't know what. It would be helpful if I had have used it in the past and then I had something to compare to, but there's only a few minor changes. There's 60 knots. Just gently back and we'll climb away. Watch out for that helicopter. Now we go up to 600 feet.
2 Sierra Papa runway 8 right taxi via 03 Lima Bravo 3 Bravo Golf Hotel 5 Hotel.
Well, we already
Hotel,
acknowledged
1,
all of
hold
that.
short of runway 8 right. Runway 8 right taxi via 03 Lima Bravo 3 Bravo Golf Hotel 5 Hotel 1 hold short of runway 8
Well, that doesn't
right,
seem right. I'm sure we just
Sierra,
confirmed all of that stuff. We don't need a bloody altimeter
172,
again.
2 Sierra Papa runway 8 right taxi via Bravo Hotel 1 hold short of runway 8 right. Runway 8 right taxi via Bravo Hotel
This is getting
1
annoying
hold
already.
short of runway 8 right 172 2 Sierra
Got clearances I don't know how many times already. Let's take a left turn. That's getting annoying.
172 2 Sierra Papa runway 8 right taxi via Bravo Hotel 1 hold short of runway 8 right.
Read
Runway
back.
8 right taxi via
Strike me.
Bravo Hotel 1 hold short of runway 8 right 172 2 Sierra Papa.
I'm sure we got to take off on. Yeah. What was that message? I probably should have read it. Getting a little bit bored of this already, guys. So 1,500 feet. I think we're supposed to be at 3,000. Beautiful Parafield Airport. And I think we're supposed to be on 200. So let's go left to there. And we will continue to climb, put the power up. Okay. Maybe I should have done, mate. I didn't see what I did is I screwed it up because I taxied after I thought I'd already been given clearance. I was pretty sure I heard it give me clearance to taxi down to runway 3, and once I got down there then it's still telling me to taxi and giving me clearances again, so not real sure if that was just me. It could well be, but yeah, I don't know. Where are we up to now? Does it know where we're up to? So we're still on ground here at the moment, so not sure about that. If you've used it more than me, Tom. Yes, it doesn't seem very intuitive if you were new to it, and I have to say I would call myself new to the radio, to the ground, to the ATC, because I've just never bothered. It was always too annoying in the past, and how new it is doesn't look like a lot's changed. Let's just do 2,500. Trim out. Put that away for now. For the moment, it's not getting a thumbs up from me anyway, as far as that goes. And what are we doing? 20, 22, 23 FPS currently. Flying it over. But this is zoom level 19, I think, guys, out here. Now, it might be 17 out here, and I think it's 19 at the airport itself. So let's get ourselves trimmed. Picked up a couple of 100 feet already. It does look really nice, so this just looks like I'm flying in home for real, you know. It's really good. You got Bridge Road down there, and I used to work just over this way a bit, and oh well, still pretty good. It's pretty good. Scenery in X-Plane 11 is just wonderful, and if you can do a bit of ortho scenery, then It just makes it so much better. So have you guys had any better experience with it yet? Have you guys been playing with this new ATC system? Have you spotted anything new? Because it doesn't look, other than the initial putting in of your flight plan and adding what aircraft and stuff, that looked new. But the rest of it seems to be all the same. See, up past the water, that's the training area down there. If you're going out for you're doing your GA flying. Is that the case, mate? Okay. You mean we could do a bit of touring around the airport? I think I could be doing without that. So I think what we need to do, Tom, is just maybe give it a bit of time and try and follow it a little bit better. Yeah, we need to wait until it's fully released. I'm sure there's going to be lots of little bugs, but the fact that they've given it to us to play with for a bit is no, that's fine. We're going to take it with a pinch of salt and remember it is a beta and not get too high and mighty about the whole thing. Like, you know, I'm running at what, 21 FPS at the moment, but it does feel smooth. No, it doesn't feel bad at all, you know, if you're rolling it around. And as I mentioned, I think in the last video I did, it does feel like it's got weight, which it never really felt like before. You roll in and it just seems to be a lot more realistic. It's a lot more what I was used to with the like flying Jabiroos, which I did out of Calder. And yeah, this is all messed up now, so I really don't think there's much point playing with it again. We might land down here at Adelaide and then see, once we taxi in, if we put in for a flight back to Parafield and see if that works or not. Let's see how it goes, I think. But if we've got yellow lines going all over the countryside, Tom, then I don't think we'll bother. And we'll give it some time to get better, because I'm sure they're looking at all these things. Is Adelaide City? That's all. I build all that, guys. If you haven't heard me dribble about it before, I've put all the buildings and stuff in there. That's a new hospital that's being built. It looks, I don't know, something like that. There's a whole lot of new stuff there. It'd be helpful to get some new ortho scenery. It may have been updated by now. So let's remember, pitch is speed and power is descent rate. So let's get ourselves back here, get a bit of flap. Now we're into the white zone. Okay. Alright, well I honestly just need to play with it again a bit more, Tom, I think, to try and get it right. And we're very steep here. Do you know how to do a forward slip? Let's do that and kill some altitude. So lots of right rudder initially, and then a little bit of left aileron, just a little. It should be a lot more in real life than I'm doing. Get ourselves back in centre line and try and get it down there. This is a lot of fun to do for real, I tell you. We're going to be way too high. Way too high. Let's get out of it. We'll just go around. We'll just do a left turn and we'll get ourselves out of here again and continue on our way down. You can always go around. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed on the performance at this point in 11.3. Now, after going back, you know, I was getting a really smooth 30 odd FPS with 11.26. That was really nice. I'm sort of half tempted just to go back there and then wait until we get another few more releases out, or until it comes out for real. You know, this is probably a month or more away, I reckon. We'll probably get a couple of betas before they turn around and give us a release. Okay, let's look left. Yep, it's going to be a tight turn. Little left rudder, and we're in the white zone, so we'll just watch our speed as we come around. Let's bring it down. There's the airport. And unusually I've overturned, but that's fine. Scenery's looking pretty good. So this should be all 19 around here, around this area. Okay, first stage flat. Get that power out of there. What are you doing? There we go. Alright, we're still a little bit high. Still got 500 foot. Okay, let's hoof the rudder. Okay, full right rudder, left stick. That descent rate, that's awesome fun. This is something you got to do for real, guys, if you ever get a chance. Get an instructor to do a forward slip in a landing. It's great fun. Do have to be careful, but it's great fun. Okay, let's level everything out, straighten everything up, and hold our nose up. Remember, you move your point of view from looking at the runway where you want it to land to the far end, and just watch the distance between your cowling and that. It's a little heavy. The cowling and the horizon line there on the other end. Come on. The brakes don't seem to be as effective as they used to be either, although they may have been too effective in the past. I think that would be fair. I think if they have changed that, then that would be a good thing. Let's roll everything up. We'll turn ourselves around. Look around first before you go turning, and then power. And we'll get back to the terminal now. Which is the quickest way? We'll go back the way we came, because you got the cross strip here. We often land on this one when we come back in from overseas, just depending on the weather. The GA area is over there behind the main terminal. Over this way, there's a GA area over there. You don't tend to see much GA stuff here, other than the flight schools coming in. Yeah, did you see the kerfuffle on the from Orbix and Frugal at all, Tom? There's a big thing. If you haven't seen it, it's a bit of a it was getting a bit rowdy on the internet today. Orbix have always said in their advertising that you require, not you can have if you want it, or you don't have to, but you require that region. So for the latest release of southern UK and an airport they released a couple of days ago for that said region, in that it said you require the whole southern region. So you're paying, I don't know, £20 or something like that for the airport, but then you have to go and fork out another 50 quid or something like that to buy the whole southern region, when in fact it's not the case. So there's a big fight over that, over the wording, because Frugal went to a whole lot of the products that were on the page, and they're all the same. They all said the same thing. They insinuated that you had to buy it. So if I wanted to buy something for Australia, then I'd have to buy. Well, what's the main product? There's one main product that you pretty much require if you've got Orbix. It's global, is it, or something? And that's about $100 Australian. So yeah, it turned into a bit of a bum fight really between them all. But yeah, look, what I've seen of southern UK release looks beautiful. Really looks amazing. And it is fantastic that Orbix are on board with X-Plane. They put out some really good stuff, but you can empty your wallet pretty quickly buying it all. How far north are you, Tom? I did go and spend some time with BAE in Preston. Had a few months there running around. I was working on tornadoes. Yeah, exactly. That's the problem with it, Tom. They insinuated that you must buy it. It was required. If I told you, okay, you require this so that you can use that, then you're going to go, well, I require it, so I better get it. It was quite funny. It was announced today by one of the other guys I know on Facebook that Orbix had just put everything up on half price, 50% off. So if you want any Orbix stuff, it might be a good time to go and have a look. But for the moment, yeah, I think that might have been a bit of sorry about that. But they certainly haven't apologised or haven't said anything. They were pretty forceful with Frugal, and he was right back at him again, quite rightly so, because they were trying to insinuate that he didn't know what he was talking about and he didn't read it. So he made I think it's the third little video today, just highlighting all the bits and pieces that were said and showed everything. So yeah. Anyway, enough of that. It was, well, it's still a good thing that Orbix are on board anyway. This is taxing. The ground physics to me seem to be different. Before they were always really, really precise. I'm sure you guys have sick of hearing the thing squeal every time you turn left or right, but it seems a little bit more reluctant to turn on the ground. So I got full left rudder there, and it's yeah, it's only just making it around. All right. What's it saying to me? Yeah, it's still telling me that it still doesn't know that I've left. It still thinks that I'm up at Parafield. I don't know whether we can cancel all that flight plan. Cancel it. Doesn't know what's going on. I'm not going to blame the system. It could well have just been me making a mess of it, guys. So. Wind tunnels, mate. Yeah, that'd be interesting stuff. Left in 2000. Yeah, I joined BA in 90, and I left Saudi in 13. Yeah, 2013. I left. So yeah, had a good time out there. It was good. Didn't enjoy the guys coming trying to kill us all at the compound. That wasn't much fun down in Camas. But yeah, other than that. Well guys, look, I'm going to leave it at that. It's just a short stream because I wanted to try it out, and the whole point of it was to see how well this new ATC system works, and at the moment it either doesn't or I don't, and I'm not going to point my finger at the system until I give it a fair go and give it another try and see what happens. Yeah, it was a bit twitchy, mate. I think everything on the ground was a bit twitchy, and it's feeling, I gotta say, a lot more realistic. Now, I love the flight modelling of the aircraft. That to me is good, and they've introduced a lot of work on the side, or the airflow down the side of the aircraft and the prop wash, and how that reacts with the aircraft as well. And that seems to be making a difference. Most of the things that they've said, if you read the release notes, most of what they talk about is all stuff actually for plane maker. All these effects that you can have and not have were for that, but surely they must be included in the aircraft that we have as well. Those effects must be applied to them as well, and to me it certainly feels that way. When you roll it, it has that weight, that momentary before it starts to go. No, it's not instantaneous as it was. And the ground handling, I think, is, well, I'm really impressed with that, because the more I taxi around, and I try not to taxi too much, don't we all? We want to be flying these things. Feels a lot more realistic. It might be a little bit too unrealistic. It might have gone just a little bit too far. I think it needs a little bit more precision back, but it doesn't need much. It's very, very good. I'm very happy with that. So I'm happy with the flight model. I'm happy with the ground handling. I'm not particularly happy with the ATC as yet, but as I said, it is a beta and I haven't used it very much, so it could be me. I'm going to give that another try and see whether I can get it to work. I ideally want to be able to turn it off because you should be able.
7 Golf Victor.
Do you know how to turn it off, Tom?
Taxi via Bravo Hotel.
It keeps wanting to come back on. I could do with just turning the whole thing off. If I do that and do that, that'll do it, I'm sure. There we go, it's gone quiet. Peace. Alright guys, well look, thank you for spending a bit of time with me. It's great to have you guys come with me for a flight. This is my best day, having 6 people with me, guys. Thank you for coming along. And yeah, my streams are a little bit on the intermittent. I try and do one on a Wednesday because I like to have something out on a Wednesday that's relevant, and I like to try and have something out on the weekend at least. There will be a little bit more DCS as well, because I'm getting into that a bit as well, but Explain 11 is certainly my main focus with all this stuff. So look guys, until next time, if you aren't a subscriber and you're new here, then feel free to hit that subscribe and the old bell button thing. And if you're coming back and you've been with me before, hey, thanks for coming back and spending a bit of time with me here at Let's Fly VFR. So I'll catch you guys again all real soon. If you haven't had a wander around, there's all sorts of videos on the channel. We've got some flight training stuff that I've done. There's a few reviews out there. I've just done a brand new one on doing your Ortho 4 XP stuff. I've got the whole thing in 7 minutes, so you can make a basic tile, then you can do your zooms. Oh, I'm getting really tired of that. You can make your zooms on your airports and get zoom 19, get fantastic crisp scenery there, and then how to go about installing that as well. So until next time guys, again, thank you for spending some time with me. I will catch you back here at Let's Fly VFR again real soon. Bye bye.